Yo, what is up guys? Your boy Ben back with another Dokkan Battle video. Today I'm gonna be doing another tier list, but this time we're gonna be doing the top 15 LRs in the game currently. Now this is a little bit opinionated, right? So if you guys disagree, that's fine. Definitely let me know what you guys think though in the comments below. I'll try to see like you guys reasoning, but yeah, this is just my opinion, so don't take this as facts. Most of you guys probably won't fully agree with this, but yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, the top four units in the game, obviously have to be these guys right here. I don't think anybody would disagree with these top four placement. I personally have the ECAs above these guys just because Goku and Vegeta's their base form aren't really they don't impress me that much, right? Like this Goku's definitely has a way better base, slot 2, slot 3. He's definitely super viable, but this Vegeta guys, I don't know what they were thinking. They're stacking guard, like it makes no sense to me. But yeah, I definitely have been caught off guard way too much with this Vegeta in slot 2, slot 3. Like in Battle Hard and Formidable Foes once I put him in slot 3 and he got supered for like 900,000 damage, right? And it was, it was horrible. And it was the last phase too of that Battle of BHFF, so maybe even more sad. And it's happened more than once, so I can't see him being better than these guys if he's died the most out of all of them. And the reason I have Vegito so low here is with a lot of these fights, I've been noticing that you get Vegito out and you don't really end the game because a lot of these fights are super long. They have more than one hard phase. So if you use Vegito on the first hard phase, right? You beat it with that taunt skill, you come back this next hard phase, you're not gonna be able to beat it with just Vegito without the taunt. And then you get Goku back, and so like although Vegito can clear a whole phase or maybe even two phases for you, these fights last longer than that, right? And you don't see Vegito for the whole fight. Whereas with these guys, they come out, their base, super impressive, instant slot one, they're not dying. You transform with them, still really good slot one. Even this guy, his defense is high enough to be slot one in most fights, right? And this guy, we don't even talk about him. And they stay that way for the whole fight. It's not just a 4 turn thing. The whole fight, they are godly. So that's why I kind of like these guys a little bit more. Like, sure, their damage is nowhere as close to his taunt turn, but their defense, everything else is consistent, is always there. You don't lose it. So for the top four, I'm gonna have to go with this. I do see for these two, I think they're interchangeable. They look about the same for me. I can see people from Vegeta above too. I don't really mind that, but I think Vegeta is like clear by day the worst of the top four. I don't care about his support too much. I just think he's worse than the other three. But yeah, now this is the S plus, right? This is the top eight. Now I do have Vegeta first. I just like his slot one capability, right? He's insane in slot one. I kind of value slot one more than this support right here because this guy, without the slot one, he's kind of garbage, right? Like you can't take advantage of his support or anything if there's no slot one to hold it down for support to like even activate or like to work. So I do think Vegeta's a little bit better. But this guy has been getting so much value, right? So many units, Power Beyond Super Saiyan, just like the new Diamond Vegeta. With this guy's support, he looks really insane. So I do think this guy makes a big difference. I have to put him in S plus. He's insane. Now, the fact that this guy is still here, by the way, is crazy. But we do have Beast. In these long fights, it could be he can be caught off guard pretty easily, right? Like if it goes on too long. But his taunt skill is still pretty insane. You save the whole rotation, and then after his taunt skill, you can kind of just throw him off, right? And the fight should almost be ended by then, anyway. So even though his active runs out, the fight should almost be over. So I think this guy still has a comfortable spot in slot S plus, right, in this top 10. And then we have Broly here. I do have Broly a little bit lower than these guys just because he doesn't have a taunt. And he's also a victim of long fights, right? Let's say a fight goes 10 turns, he's not gonna have his full passive. Um, One thing you could do though is you can stay in base for a bit longer and not transform him, but that's even riskier because you don't know. Maybe like let's say you could beat the event before him in slot 3 gets touched, but then what if you don't get that additional super and then you don't beat the phase and then this guy just happens to take an attack, he could die because all he has is guard. He doesn't have anything else, so he could get caught really badly. But if you play him right, he still looks really good, especially transformed. Even then, when he transformed, he's still a good slot one for like the first 4 turns, and then after that, you can make him work, right? Especially with the support. So yeah, I do think he's really good. Uh, he has fell off just a bit with these long fights, but I mean, he's still insane to me. Now these next four, this is where I see a lot of people are gonna be a little bit controversial, right? I do have this Gogeta still. insane unit, by the way. Their base can catch them off guard a little bit, but if you're running these guys on this crazy team here, there's so many slot ones. You could throw him slot three, like just throw him slot three, slot two, and he should be fine. He's stacking defense right. He has 40% damage reduction and then 60% for his first turn at base. So I think that's good enough. His first turn he's not gonna die, and then after that it's really easy to transform to Gogeta, and then Gogeta also he's insane. Guard 40% damage reduction. If you get that Rainbow Key Sphere, you get all that. So I think this guy is crazy. Definitely deserves to be up here. He might have fell off a little bit, and then this is where we get into the controversy, right? A lot of people will disagree with me on this, but I do believe this Frieza right here definitely top 10, or well, not top 10, top 15. Um, People are gonna say, well, he has nothing, right? He dies, he gets one shot. But for me, I just throw this guy off rotation. First turn, you get him, throw him off rotation, you get him back, transform into Goku, and boom, that's it. The fight's not over, but you're not dying. 58% damage reduction and guard is just crazy to me. I think he's definitely a little bit underrated, or maybe like really underrated. You get him back, transform to Goku, and you should be fine, guys. Like I don't think he's that hard to use, right? You just throw this Frieza off rotation and don't use Frieza. Like never touch Frieza. Don't use him. And then with this Gohan, I did put him below Frieza just cause even with his after supering slot 2, slot 3, he can still get caught like by even some of those hard hitting normals, right? Like the SCR Jiren. He can do a good amount of damage to this guy, and then let's not talk about the supers. If he gets caught by a super, by like SCR Jiren, it doesn't look that good. And mine is 55%, so maybe at Rainbow, he's a little bit different for him. But at 55%, it's not that impressive. So I'm gonna have him down here, top 12. What is that? Top, wait, 8, 9, 10, 11, top 11, yeah. Now for the top 12, we do have this full power Frieza. The only reason I really have him up here is because he's a villain, right? And a lot of the teams that he fits on that aren't like these major celebration teams, he provides a really good slot one help. Like a lot of his teams need a slot one, and you can make him work in slot one. So I think he's um, very good, right? Like his teams need him, and he fulfills that role. So you can't really knock him down. There's a lot of other units people might say like can is better than him, but like when you talk about in their teams, Frieza is kind of irreplaceable, right? Like in these extreme teams, you don't really have someone that can replace Frieza, except maybe this Goku when you transform him. But like slot one, turn one, this guy is crazy. And just some honorable mentions here. I do have UI Goku, just because his domain is actually still really good, especially with these fights being a lot of dodge canceling now. You're gonna get a lot of value from this guy. Just save his domain until it ends, and then it's over, kind of. Like SCR Jiren, he dodge cancels, but you have this guy's domain up, and then you can dodge. And this guy, I know a lot of people will hate this guy being this high, just because all the dodge canceling fights, but he has a revive, he has an active. I think you can make him work. Like you get to the dodge canceling phase, he doesn't dodge, he dies, you revive. Next turn, you can just use your units to kill him. You come back to this turn, and then he should be doing enough damage to kill, right? So well, he doesn't do as much damage, but I'm like he buys you a turn basically. Like he basically has like an usher kind of a revive basically. So I don't know. And then this Goku, it's just an honorable mention. He's pretty good in battle hardened formidable foes as a slot one if you don't have anyone else, but he's still a little bit disappointing. But yeah, this is gonna be my top 15 LR top 15. This is not really like the best top 15, right? Like these guys right here for the top 15, the last three, I definitely see being very changeable. Like people could probably nitpick my decision here, but I'm not concrete on these guys. What I'm really concrete on is more of this top 8 here. But yeah, that's gonna be my top 15 LR tier list, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll respond to every comment they guys say and try to like explain to you guys my thinking. You guys ask me questions. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think. What would be your top 15 units, or what do you think that I did like really wrong in this tier list? But that's gonna be all for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.